Hey, yo, what's going on, people? It is Funky. Welcome back to some more WWE SuperCard. In today's video, I am going to have an exclusive QR code for you guys and girls in today's video. This is my own personal QR code. You'll be able to scan this and get yourself some ingredients for some fusions. We're going to scan it along with you. I'm also going to make it easy for you guys, and I'm going to post this QR code on my Instagram, so it's easy for you guys to either screenshot it and save it to your phone or device, or just save the actual picture to your device. So we're going to make it as easy as possible. So if you don't want to watch the video, you just want the QR code, go check out the Instagram. It's linked below. But make sure you like the video before you go, please. I'd appreciate that. But before we get into it, I'm also going to give some tips on Giants Unleashed, because I've been getting a lot of questions in the streams. I will be streaming later on tonight, and we will have the QR code on display in the streams as well to make it even easier for you guys. But before we get into that, let's give a shout out to today's champ, as I'm going to go ahead and claim a free pack. The first thing about Giants Unleashed, claim these free packs. Get your gears out of these free packs. But while I'm doing this, let's give a shout out to the Judas Effect 2. They got today's champ because they went through all my videos and compiled a list of all the today's champs and how many times everyone has been today's champ. They lost count. They did lose count, but I appreciate the hard work they did put into it. And they informed me that Leon, as I just hit something on my desk, Leon was the person that has been champ the most. A big shout out to Leon. I provided Judas Effect with some gifted stream loots for doing this for me, so thank you once again. He did it out of the goodness of his own heart, so I said, let me give you something. Here's some stream loots. It's the least I can do. If you want to be today's champ, you don't have to do that. You can do it if you want. If you want to go through, you can do it. You can also hit thumbs up on this video, subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to follow on all socials, including that Instagram link, Twitter. We have TikTok, of course, and we have Twitch. And we have our own Discord, where we do late night survivors after the streams and during the day sometimes. So make sure you get into the Discord to get involved with those survivors. Now, the record we have, I think, is 6 or 7 people. It might be 7. I can't remember. I think it's 6 or 7. It's one of the other. Okay? Anyway, to start off today's video, we're going to explain a little bit about Giants Unleashed. I'm going to do 1 or 2 bouts just to give you guys little tips. Then I'll have the QR code, and then I'll have a fusion for you to wrap up the video, okay? So, when you play Giants Unleashed, some of you have asked, what do I spend credits on? Okay, first and foremost, if you're spending credits, spend it on bouts. Do not buy the gear. The gear helps, but it doesn't help enough to make it worth buying the gear, okay? If you're spending credits, fill your bouts. It only costs 100 credits to fill all 5 bouts. That's what you want to spend credits on if you're spending credits. Now, the second thing is, if you have them, select them. The only one that I think is worthless is this kind of cyan color one, I guess you could call it. But if you have these, use them. But again, do not buy them. That's why you open the free packs, get them from there. Obviously, if you pull them off the board as well, use them from that. There's a couple of other tips you can do. Now, this is all based on how good your deck is. My deck is Valhalla Plus, okay? It could be Plus Plus, but I'm a couple of pros away from that. I have them, I just haven't trained them up, okay? So, first round, we get Toughness, okay? We have 2 Toughness cards. Now, you see this extra Charisma card, and I have this, which is the 4 of a kind card. So, I'm going to risk it and throw away the down arrow here, knowing that I have potential of getting 4 up arrows with the boost here. So I'm going to do that, and we might not get it, and I'll show you what to do in that case, okay? Now, a lot of you will already know this, but I got a ton of questions, a 420 low. I got a ton of questions in my stream about this last night, so I want to go quickly over this. And again, you're throwing away that Charisma, and Charisma could get called next, and we could have to do what I'm going to show you to do, but we also have the power arrow here. Now, you want to set yourself a goal. I don't want to get less than X amount of points, and you can figure that out. My mark is about 1.3 with a Valhalla Plus deck, so we actually got quite lucky here. We didn't get the 4 of a kind. If this was Charisma and I called it, I'd probably hit the bottom right button, close my game, relaunch it before I click my cards, okay? That way, I don't lose the bout. I lose the gear I play, but I do not lose the bout. So, you'll see I'm going to get a pretty decent score here. Not terrible score. It's a pretty decent. We'll probably get about 1.5, I would say. 1.4. 1.4. Pretty happy with that. That's just above my I'm not backing out mark. It's about 1.2. I will back out if it's less than that. Sometimes I go a little bit under that, just because I can't be bothered to back out. But again, you want to base this score not off my score, but off your deck. So if your deck is lower, you want to lower that average score a little bit to make it reflect your deck. So if you want to have a look at my deck, this is my deck. I have a left arrow pro, I have another right arrow pro, and I believe I have another down arrow pro. I just need to train them all up. And as you all know, I'm actually in plus plus. My bad, I'm actually in plus plus. As you all know, it just takes so long to train these cards up. It's very difficult. But that being said, we're going to do one more bout just to kind of go through, and I'm kind of hoping that we get one that we have to back out of, so I can explain it to you guys better what you need to do. But it's pretty simple. Just close the game, relaunch it, but make sure you swipe it away if you're on Android. I don't know what you do. Maybe click an X if you're on iPhone. I don't like iOS, sorry. But shout out to those of you that are on iOS. We'll have the QR code very soon for you, don't worry. So this scenario, I dislike this scenario because you have one of each arrow and then you have two right arrows here. So in this scenario, you just kind of go for it. Now, if this was another power arrow, I'd probably still just have a clear out. I'd have a clear out and I'd put everything on whatever my best arrow is. That's what I would do. So figure out what your best arrows are and you can go from there. So in this scenario, if we get toughness called here, it's not going to be an awful score, but it could be awful if we don't get toughness. And we didn't. So in this scenario, I asked for it. You do this. If you're on Android, you don't click your cards. Make sure not to click your cards. And you swipe and you relaunch, baby. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's all you need to do. All you need to do. At the moment, that's not against any TOS. It's not against the game rules. Perfectly allowed to do that. Everyone does that. So make sure you're doing that. You will save yourself time. Feel free to keep doing that until you get a 2 million round, a 3 million round. Whatever points are high for you, depending on what your tier is. Remember, this is all based off your deck, how many points you're going to be able to get. Because if your deck is better than mine, you're going to be able to get more. If it's worse, you're going to be able to get less, okay? So you need to keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to pop this QR code on the screen for you guys and girls right now. I'm going to pick my phone up and I'm going to scan it with you. So, it should be on your screen right now. I want to say a big, massive thank you to the people at 2K and WWE SuperCard for this QR code. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm about to scan it with you guys and girls. Let me know if you got anything from your most recent fusion, which we are going to do one very, very soon. But first and foremost, like I said, I will be scanning this QR code to find out what we get. Hopefully, it's something good. Hopefully, it's some nice ingredients. We don't know exactly what it... Well, I do, but I'm trying to tease you. I know exactly what it is. But we'll find out when I scan it. We'll find out. So if you don't know what to do, by the way, click the settings cog up here at the top left corner. You'll be brought into a menu. You'll see an option under support. It says QR scanner. Click that and then basically just scan the code. That's all you have to do. If you only have your one device to use, that's why the picture's on Instagram, so you guys can screenshot it and you can actually use from saved images on your phone to make it even easier, okay? So that's why I put the image up on Instagram for you guys to make it even easier. I'll probably put it up on Twitter later today as well. So again, go to here, go to QR scanner, but I'm going to log out, log back in, so I can open the pack here on screen for you guys and girls. Here we go. And then we're going directly into a fusion, and we're going to speed that fusion up. We get photos, and as you can see, we did get a set of photos. So now what do we do with that? Basically, you get the same thing what you've been getting from the daily pattern. So we got another fusion to claim here. 77 credits to speed it up. 77, 50% off obviously for today being Fusion Friday. Let's speed it up, see what we get. Hopefully we get lucky. We get a Valhalla. Let's find out though. Let's speed it up, see what we get. The last couple we've been pretty unlucky with, and the unluckiness continues. We got a biomechanical Jey Uso. I know I'm being maybe a bit silly and I'm risking this a lot, but doing it this way, I've got a few decent cards. I've had a lot of Season 7 cards, I won't lie. But I've got a Charlotte from doing this. I've got an R-Truth. And I've got loads of Myers. That's really it, really, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe I should stop, but I'm also not going to. But that does wrap up today's video. So if you enjoyed it, again, big thumbs up is appreciated. Again, to go back to the Giants Unleashed tips, as it turns time, claim your free pack. Don't forget to claim it. That's what it's for. Claim it. I'm going to miss out on the Survivor token. Absolutely fine. Claim it. Get your stuff for Giant Unleashed. Again, that wraps up today's video. Hopefully, I'll see you all in stream later tonight. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget to check the Instagram post for the QR code to make it easier for you. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.